There is a saying that people write their own destiny. But have you ever pondered that someone can predict your past, present, as well as future by simply looking at your handwriting or signature? Not only this, but just by getting little changes done to your writing or signature, your fate can be altered. Although you might never have imagined it, it can be done. And this has been claimed to be true by the renowned signature specialist Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra, who has not only published a book on this unique theory called Signature Speak, but also holds the world record of inscribing the names of Sri Sita Ram more than 10 million times at the age of 36. Being an ultimate theist, he still continues the practice of writing the names of Sri Sita Ram daily for 4 hours even today. A resident of the city of Faizabad in Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra had started predicting people's future by studying their signatures from the age of 15. Then, he gave new heights to his talent and started predicting people's future based on the colors of ink they used or the type of footwear they wore. Dr. Mishra, who has been sharing this priceless knowledge of his with people through the medium of various newspaper and magazine columns, as well as via various television and radio programs, has now made the city of Mumbai his base of work with the spirit of serving the public at large. His commitment towards this talent of his remains undeterred even today, and he continues to offer consultation to his visitors. Today, his followers hail from different nook and corners of the world. Through his intensive research, knowledge, and experience on the subject, he has been able to bring about transformation to lives of people living thousands of miles away simply by studying their signatures. Such people include ordinary citizens as well as famous celebrities. He also holds the record of making many accurate national as well as international predictions. Our handwriting keeps changing with age, so does our luck. And who wouldn't be curious to know about his fate? Hence, to satisfy many of such curiosity that you may have in your mind, we bring the man himself, the renowned signature expert Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra, to our program. Dear viewers, Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra is a unique future teller of this generation. That's right. No matter how many miles away a person may be, without meeting him in person, without even knowing a single thing about him, Dr. Mishra has acquired the expertise of revealing his past, present, and even future only by studying his signature. So friends, let us welcome Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra with a big round of applause. Hello, Dr. Mishra. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Please have a seat. Dr. Mishra, first of all, I would like to express deep gratitude on behalf of so many viewers who have discovered a new path of hope in their lives because of your research. I hope you realize what a noble service you have been delivering through your work.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Till date, I have studied signatures of lakhs of people. That includes celebrities, businessmen, politicians, even poor people, you know. My service is not limited to rich and famous only. It is not meant for making money, but to serve people. So people from all walks of life come to me and they are treated equally. Let me tell you that I charge money only once from a person and extend unlimited service to him throughout his life.
Wow, Dr. Mishra, how commendable, how noble. I'm sure after learning about your altruistic approach towards your work, which is anyway so great, the audience sitting here as well as those watching the show through television feel so glad to meet you today through this platform. A huge round of applause for Mr. Raj Deepak Mishra once again. Dr. Mishra, my first question for you today is, apart from offering personal consultations to people, have you also extended your services to organizations or companies? I mean, consultation on a larger scale?
Yes, of course. I have consulted organizations and companies. In fact, there was this big medical company called McLeod, and I had evaluated signatures of some 10,000 MBBS doctors for them, and I did not charge them anything for the service. I did that as a gift. Then I have worked with a ZTV show called Play Win Lottery. I have also worked with Wins Drug. So in a way, you can say that I give signatures to people. Let me add here that there is a lifetime membership card available. You just have to pay once and you can take lifetime unlimited services from me free of charge. I get invited to so many organizations and clubs like Rotary Club, etc. to deliver speeches related to this subject, because this theory is not based on blind faith or assumptions. This is a science discovered on the basis of years of research.
Dr. Mishra, earlier you had mentioned that apart from signatures, colors of ink and the pens that we use also influence our lives. Could you tell us, how do pens affect our lives in future? Is it according to their shapes or colors or types? If you could explain it a bit more.
That's a very good question, Ms. Garg. Your choice of pen and color of ink to write hold equal amount of influence over your life and personality as does your signature. For example, some people prefer using fountain pens, others prefer using pens with a cap, while others may like using push pens. So one's choice of pen is a mirror to his personality in future. Everyone's personality is unique, hence their choice of pens may differ as well. If you have noticed, then you will find that great people prefer using expensive pens. Some people have the hobby of collecting different pens. Some people often keep losing their pens, while there are others who use a pen once and then throw it away. So it all depends on one's personality.
Dr. Mishra, here I would like to request you to give us specific examples like what type of pen suits a certain personality, etc. Just for understanding it better,
Sure. For example, I have come to the conclusion through my research that if a student intends to pursue engineering or technical studies, then using a fountain pen would not be very helpful. But if he or she goes for a push pen, they would definitely be successful. I have researched about it. Engineers like experimenting and creating new things. So pushing something that bounces back stimulates their brain and energy that helps them proceed. People in the field of literature should go for fountain pens. The kind of ink they contain is an element that stiffens or settles down on anything when laid. Similarly, people who want to pursue art should use a variety of pens. Now, I have noticed that artists, politicians, or great people keep losing their pens because they write autographs, letters, or anything with a pen that is available at hand. So these are few of my findings related to choice and use of pens. All of this is mentioned in my book.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Dear viewers, since we are discussing about pens, let me take this opportunity and tell you that Dr. Mishra is not only a signature specialist, but he is a holder of a very big world record. That's right. And the world record that he holds is that of writing the name of Lord Ram. So let us go ahead and ask him how he managed to achieve this world record of writing the name of Lord Ram and what inspired him to go for it. Shall we? Dr. Mishra, please tell us the inspiration or motivation or motto behind setting this world record.
To be honest, I have never been able to answer this question correctly or properly because till date I do not know what inspired me to do that. But I remember that as a child, I had witnessed my father write the names of Sita Ram. So there is a bank named Sri Ram Nam whose current president is Mr. Nitya Gopal Das. It is a kind of bank where you can write and deposit the name of Sri Ram into your account, just like you can deposit money into your account in financial bank. It is situated in Ayodhya. In the year 2001, at the age of 36, I held the world record of writing Sri Ram's name 10 million times in that bank by depositing the same into my account. I was the youngest person to achieve that, and hence I was rewarded with a certificate as well as a gold medal which was bestowed upon me by Mr. Nitya Gopal Das from Sri Ram Nam Bank. Even today I have the habit of writing the names of Sri Sita Ram from 4 to 6 hours daily with my red pen.
Dr. Mishra, it is so motivating to learn that even today you devote 6 hours of your day to writing the name of Lord Ram. We sincerely pray to Lord Ram to keep bestowing his grace upon you so that you can always keep helping people the way you have been through such an amazing talent. As you can see, Dr. Mishra, that all our viewers in the studio here are so enthusiastic to learn more from you. So if I have your permission, then may I call upon one of them for a personal consultation so that you can study the signature and give some valuable advice?
Of course. After all, you wouldn't let me go even if I refused to. Jokes apart, please invite whoever is interested.
That's right, Dr. Mishra. All right, let's see who would be the lucky one today. Please raise your hand so that I can choose. You, red check shirt, please come. Dr. Mishra, what would you like to say about his signature?
This is a little unique kind of signature. The letters overlap each other, but he has drawn a line below the signature and added a dot as well. That means he is likely to be more successful in the field of art, even the field of fashion, both in the national as well as international platform. Would be an ideal career choice. You would achieve success suddenly and would live a better life than your family ever did and would bring glory to their name. But that shall happen after the age of 26 to 28 years. I would like to advise him to make a few changes in his signature. He should start the underline from the point where the connection breaks and then extend it further. This would bring more luck and success.
I see, wonderful. Do you have any specific question for Dr. Mishra?
Sir, I usually sign with a blue pen. What color would you like to recommend for me?
If you want to pursue art, engineering or any creative field, then I would recommend you to use green ink and a fountain pen. That would be ideal. And make the changes that I have already mentioned earlier to your signature and let the dot be as it is.
Hope you have found a satisfactory answer to your question.
Absolutely.
By the way, what is your field of work?
Sir, I am pursuing acting.
Then carry on. The next 2 years seem very good for you. Do not forget to apply the tips that I've already given. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sure.
We have so many others in the audience who are eagerly waiting for their turn for having a personal consultation from you. If you don't mind, and may I invite someone?
Of course, Miss Garg. You don't have to ask me. I'm here to serve.
That's right.
It will be my pleasure.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Well, let's see who is the lucky one this time. You, the one in white shirt? Yes, please come.
Hello. Please.
All right. So what would you like to say about his signature?
As far as I can see, his signature is that of an artist. He has drawn 2 lines under his signature. Such a person lacks a little confidence, struggles more and achieves less. Such a person has a difficult childhood, goes ahead in life with his own strength during his youth, but is seen earning their livelihood between the age of 27 to 30. I would like to give him an advice. His signature is very good. But if he starts using black ink henceforth, then success will suddenly unfold. And I can see a forthcoming good phase after 6 months from now. So anywhere between the next 6 months to a year, he is likely to receive a sustaining gain, fame and success. He should pursue the fields of art, media or research.
Do you have any question for Dr. Mishra?
Yes. Sir, I usually sign with blue ink at times, but blue pen is not available in banks and offices that I go to. And hence often end up signing with a different color. Does that make any difference to the influence of signature? Yes. Signatures are strongly influenced by the color of ink we use. My advice to you would be to carry a black pen and use it to sign, especially on significant occasions.
All right, thank you. Well, we hope that Dr. Mishra's advice would greatly benefit you. Thank you. Dr. Mishra, so that was about the audience sitting here in the studio and also for the viewers from India that are watching this show through television. But what about the viewers from outside India who might be interested in taking a personal consultation? How do they contact you if they wanted to show their signature?
You have again raised a very simple question. They may contact me on the numbers given below on the screen. They may just write their names, ages, and signatures on a piece of paper and send the image of the same via WhatsApp, along with the questions, and I shall answer them through the same medium.
So viewers, if you're watching this show from a foreign country and are interested in taking a personal consultation with Dr. Mishra, then all you have to do is note down the numbers being displayed on the screen at the bottom and send your signatures along with your question to him via WhatsApp and get all your answers. Alright, so that was for our audience from abroad. Now let's take the discussion forward. Dr. Mishra, you had already mentioned that there are 18 categories of signatures and had discussed 8 of them in detail with all of us in our previous episodes. So I would request you to kindly discuss few more with our audience in this episode today.
Sure. So once again, I would like to call upon my good friend and colleague, Mr. Ashok Datta, on stage for assistance.
Mr. Datta, a very warm welcome to you. Please come on the stage.
Hello, Ashok. Please come. Please show us signature number 9, Ashok.
Dr. Mishra, what would you like to say about these signatures to our audience?
I consider signature number 9 as the evergreen signature. You must have noticed that there are people who sign by directly writing their names in one line and then draw a line under it, and draw a line under it. Such a person has a simple nature. They start earning between the age of 20 to 26 years. He either joins a job or starts a business and takes the responsibility of his family. It is often seen that women with this kind of signature is definitely a job holder, or you can say financially independent. Such people often settle down between the age of 22 to 26 years. They abide by the laws laid down by society, and such a person is a content person. He is content with whatever he earns or achieves. They're not too ambitious. Such people love traveling, but they are not always able to fulfill that desire as they're not financially sound or due to any other reason. If such a person uses red ink, then they can become administrative officers. They have the power in their pen, but they become honest officers.
I see. Thank you so much, Dr. Mishra.
Let's move on to signature number 10.
Dr. Mishra, as I can see, the 2 signatures on the board are slightly sloping downward, like this. So do we have signatures that slant downward or upward? Well, what would you like to reveal about such signatures?
You've actually got it wrong. These signatures are not sloping downward. But if you notice, then you will see that through the last letter, there is a line extending or a peculiar design coming out. Such a person is a dark horse. They earn money from various sources and are interested in goal-oriented conversations. They are good at convincing others. They achieve a lot with little efforts. Such a person is a fortunate one. He talks in length and is often found reaching a top position between the age of 20 to 25. He is found inheriting his family's or in-laws' money. He also earns money through gambling, lottery, or power. Such a person becomes the head or owner of a company. They may also be from the creative or artistic fields, and such people achieve great success in the fields of media or property. His family life remains ordinary but has a huge friend circle. They often face conflict in family as they give more importance to others than their own families. They're also often seen struggling with health issues. They should avoid consumption of alcohol at all cost. Even if they consume it, they should not drink and drive. But such a person earns a lot of money and spends lavishly on himself is a little show-off. Even if they have little money, they would pretend as if they have a lot. They live like a king. So if a person wants to earn a lot of money, then he may choose this kind of a signature.
Alright, Dr. Mishra. So that was category number 9. Shall we move on to the next category?
Absolutely, Ms. Garg. Let us proceed to the next category of signatures and see what's in store. I hope I have been able to explain each category eloquently, and our viewers have enjoyed learning about them so far.
Okay, alright.
Ashok, please put down signature number 11.
Well, Dr. Mishra, even this time it seems that these signatures are downward sloping. Please forgive me if I'm wrong.
Not at all, Ms. Garg. In fact, I'm impressed to see that you are becoming an expert on the subject. See how quickly you're picking up? You have got it absolutely right this time. These signatures are downward sloping indeed. People with such signatures are a little pessimistic. They do not achieve much success, nor receive enough support from their families. They make a mark in society or in the country on their own and advance in life. But they experience poor health or seek seclusion in their old age. They either become a monk or leave their home far behind. It can also happen that his children or family move abroad, leaving him behind all alone, or vice versa. I have an advice for such people. They should either slope their signatures upward or use a fountain pen and blow ink to make the signatures. Downward sloping signatures are not considered as the beneficial ones. Such people earn a lot of money, but their loved ones seldom get to enjoy the same. Often their money is snatched away or used by others. They face health and financial difficulties in their old age. They usually face nerve-related issues.
Dr. Mishra, could you explain the aspect of nerve-related issue a little more in detail?
Sure, Ms. Garg. Signature reading can reveal a lot about a person's health issues or condition. Just like a doctor can detect a heart problem through ECG, we can also detect a person's forthcoming health issues through signs found in their signatures. For example, if their hands shake while signing, it depicts a certain kind of sickness. If there is a break in his signature, you can understand that a big chance awaits him in life shortly. For example, buying a property or getting married, getting divorced, etc. Everything is mentioned in my book in detail. You just have to refer to it, follow the instructions, and there you go. Change your situation and your life. Signatures speak. Hence can be considered as a remedy for all problems of life. It can be a life-changing aid for all households.
Wow, that's great! So viewers, we hope that you are enjoying this show and learning a lot about the science of signature reading from Dr. Mishra. We also hope that you can derive maximum benefit from this wonderful book called Signatures Speak. So, shall we move on to the next signature?
Ashok, please show them the signature number 12.
Dr. Mishra, please throw some light on this type of signatures.
Before I speak about category number 12, let me explain how this theory is different from Vedic astrology. Let's take the example of daily horoscope reading that comes in newspaper calls. Some of them are based on your date of birth, others are based on your specific time of birth, which is known as the moon sign, while some others can be based on your name. So that may get very confusing. Whereas the signature reading theory is so simple. It just involves your signature and no other information. And most importantly, it is much more reliable and quite accurate. You may go wrong with the time and your date of birth, but you're always well aware of your signature, so it cannot go wrong. Moreover, now you have the book for your reference and help. Even a child can understand it so well. Now let us discuss the signature on board. If you can see, then there are two lines drawn under them. We just had someone with a similar signature some time back here on stage, right? So as I had mentioned, such people struggle to succeed in life. They lack a little in confidence. They work harder but achieve a little. But such a person often meets someone in life that helps them advance in business or work. He greatly benefits from that. Also, people that draw 2 or 3 lines under their signature are vulnerable to depression or often tend to get carried away by their emotions and end up taking the wrong decision. They are restless and over-ambitious as well. So my advice to such people would be to either reduce the lines to 1 in their signatures or avoid using the black ink at all costs. So the combination of black ink and 2 or 3 underline on the signature is a little unhealthy one. Such people are more likely to face family, financial, or health-related issues and may remain stressed. I'm not trying to scare anyone or claiming that such things will happen to people with such signatures. I'm just trying to make them aware of the shortcomings of their style of signatures that may possibly affect them at some point and trying to help them avoid them. After all, what is the harm in knowing in advance that it may start raining, and hence it's better to carry an umbrella before stepping out, right? So this theory is just to make one aware of the possible difficulties or obstacles awaiting or already present in life with effective remedies or precautions to avoid them. If you have kept your spectacle raised to your forehead, the world will look blurry, but if you wear them properly, you can see clearly. So this knowledge may act like a spectacle. Again, I'm not making any claims about its 100% accuracy, but the information one can derive from this theory is definitely reliable and beneficial. So people with these kind of signatures who use black ink on top of it often face loneliness in their old age or prefer seclusion. They experience betrayal from friends, colleagues, and sometimes close ones. That's why I strongly urge such
see.
people to avoid using black ink at all costs and reduce the underlines to 1 and see how their life changed for the better. And I do not think that it's too much to do. It is quite easy to avoid black ink and make little changes to your signature. Try it now and you will see changes within 2 or 3 months of doing it. So viewers, I encourage you all to today take the knowledge back with yourself, apply the tips in your lives and see for yourself. I never advocate blind faith but actual proof and logical reasoning. Whether you are a student struggling to achieve good marks, youth struggling with marriage, or someone battling illness or financial issues, please take this knowledge back with you, make the necessary changes recommended in the book, and see your lives transforming, and that too shortly. I say this with utmost authority.
Alright, thank you so much, Dr. Mishra. So, shall we move on to the next category?
Ashok, let's move on to signature number 13.
What would you like to say about these signatures?
Ms. Garg, if you notice, then you will see that the signature under the category 13 involves an underline on the signature followed by a dot under the line or after it. So such a person is slow in achieving success and seldom achieves complete victory. I've seen them digging their own graves because they often end up taking the wrong decisions. Such a person is quick to change fields if he doesn't find success on his current path. For example, if he's a degree holder in engineering but doesn't find it beneficial, then he may quickly just switch to doing business. He is often seen pursuing something entirely different from what he's trained or educated in. Such a person doesn't achieve the success he deserves because he puts a dot to his signature, which means putting a full stop to his luck. They change multiple jobs in life. They do start earning from a young age, but are used to taking regular breaks in between different jobs. One line and a dot in a signature is a little obstructive combination. Not too strong, but mild. They do achieve success, but lesser than their actual potential. For example, suppose you are a superb batsman. Then you won't be able to score a century, but you would be out at 98. You may have the potential, but shall not become the number 1 batsman. But if you make the right changes to your signature, like placing the dot further down or drawing another line next to the existing one, then your luck may transform. If you do not want to make these changes, then you may start using green ink. That is an effective remedy as well. People with this kind of a signature often get to travel in the country as well as abroad. They are bad at saving money as they spend all the money that flows in. It is only after the age of 50 that such people are able to save money. But they have good and supportive children. They keep things to themselves and are a little reserved.
Dr. Mishra, now there is a dot after the line here. If the spot of the dot is changed, will that make any difference? I mean, will that change the category of signature altogether?
Ms. Garg, there are certain things to be considered here. Had the first word been much bigger, then this whole combination of the signature with the line and the dot wouldn't have fallen under the first category. But under this one, which has 2 features, a line and a dot. But here, the first word is not bigger. So green ink has been recommended for such signatures specifically and not for the ones with a bigger first word.
Alright, thank you so much, Dr. Mishra. So viewers, are you enjoying learning about signatures, predictions and revelations made by Dr. Mishra? I'm sure that you are. But unfortunately, time is over for today. However, I promise to be back in our next episode of this ongoing series. Till then, take care. Hoping to see you all on our next episode.